It's Christmas.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Run It Up podcast here on the Blue Wire Podcast Network and Blue Wire Hustle. We are back with another episode. It has been quite a while. It's been quite a while.
Mm,
Things have been life. Life
mm.
has been really going crazy for the last couple of weeks. But we are back. Thanksgiving themed episode. As you can see by the lights in the crib, you know the vibes. Thanksgiving is, you know,
Halloween.
nah, this is Thanksgiving. Stop playing with me,
Oh,
bro.
okay, my
This is
bad.
Thanksgiving. Stop playing with me. Thanksgiving is in less than a week, next Thursday. We're currently recording this on Friday. You will hear it on Saturday. So happy Saturday to y'all. Uh Justice, how you doing, my boy? What you been up to? What's new in life for you, bro? Like what's been going on?
Well, I'm working the same job with the same wife and the same dog and the same underperforming fantasy sport teams. So,
Love that.
and real life favorite teams. So,
Yeah, real life favorite teams is tough for me right now. My fantasy team has actually been busting recently. I just did a trade, so you know my vibe.
you did one in sleeper or you did one in football?
I did one in football.
Oh, okay. I'm trying
My
to get people to
sleeper
deal
team
in
is
sleeper.
my sleeper team is going. I just won last week. Did I not? Who did I beat? I beat Jalal, I think. I
Don't
think
make
I
me get into the scoring from both sides of the bracket. This
I,
is
th-
crazy.
I think I play Khalil now, right? Bro, I need Zion back, and I'm starting THT next week because he's going nuts.
I'd be straight dominating y'all side of the bracket. The New York side is trash.
Bro, if I beat Khalil, no, I played Daniel actually. Damn, Daniel's 3-1. How? He don't even edit his lineup like that. But whatever. I'm 2-2, bro. I'm 2-2. What was I finna say? Fantasy. My fan. All right, so I just did a trade in fantasy football. So I have Chase Edmonds. Obviously, he's currently on IR, so I was chalked. I have Javonte Williams. He's on bye this week. So my running back that I'm starting this week in fantasy football, my main league, his name is Eno Benjamin, the Chase
Mm.
Edmonds backup, James Conner backup. So and I need depth. Like I'm in a 2 flex league, so I need depth. I don't really have much. And so I traded Keenan Allen, Sony Michelle, and Ronald Jones for Chris Godwin, Marvin Jones, and Corey Davis. Now, I feel like Keenan Allen and Chris Godwin isn't that much of a downgrade. About the same. When it comes to Rojo and Marvin Jones, I feel like that's how I match it up. I would rather have Marvin Jones and Corey Davis and Tony Michelle. If Darrell Henderson goes down, obviously Tony Michelle is more valuable, but I'm not in a position. I'm 5-5. I'm not in a position where I can bank on someone going down. So that's why I did the trade. I think it's going to work out well for me. The person that I'm playing, I had the Pats D last night, so I'm currently up 28 to negative point 0.5.
I played against the Pats D last night, and I need to win every game the rest of the week, the rest of the year to get in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I had the Pats D last night. He had Young Hui Koo, I believe the Falcons kicker, and he started Cordero Patterson because he didn't know that he was not going to play. So I'm currently up negative point 0.5 to 28, and 2 of his players have played already. So barring anything crazy, I should win, knock on wood. But he has the entire Chiefs team. He has Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce. So
Okay, hold on. Let's just talk about fantasy for a second, bro. First of all, worst year of fantasy ever.
there's so many injuries, I feel like.
But it's not even that. Players are unpredictable. Like that, nobody is like a consistent. Like this is what I'm gonna do all year. So except for McCaffrey when he's on the field.
Debo has been sick.
Yeah, Debo's
Cooper Cup.
Debo's an animal. You know what I'm saying though. But you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like there's not like a group of just like, I'm gonna give you this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read you my little 12. This is a 12-man league, one flex, half
Mhm.
PPR. You see this team playing you, and you tell me how you feel when you go into your week. Jalen Hurts,
Okay.
Ezekiel Elliott,
Nice.
Dalvin Cook,
How are you not winning?
AJ Brown.
wait,
I'm not
wait,
finished.
wait.
I'm
This is a
not
12
finished.
team. This is 12
This is
team.
a 12-man league. AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, Dawson Knox,
Okay.
and what was Darrell Williams, but now I don't know who that's going to be at my flex. Cowboys defense and Matt Prater, right? On my bench, Noah Fant. Got to have some tight end flexibility, bad position. Cam Newton, just in case, because my boy. Jerry Judy, Odell, and Darnell Mooney.
Bro, I'm waiting on Odell too. He got to come out the buy and go
Okay,
crazy.
but give me a tell me why. Tell me why I am 4-6.
Because Terry McLaurin is not as good as we thought he was going to be this year. Even though that's your guy.
AJ Brown sucks.
AJ Brown is the definition of boomer bust. Definition of boomer bust, especially with Derrick Henry going now. Teams are literally soloing him out. So AJ Brown's chalked. Dalvin's been good this year. Zeke has been good this year. Jalen Hurts is a bad real life quarterback, great fantasy quarterback.
Jalen Hurts has gotten much better this year. Over the last few weeks, he's been Dylan. I'm proud of Jalen.
And also, I feel like he gets the shitty end of the stick just because we should be treating him like he's a rookie QB. Like the same leeway we're giving Trevor Lawrence and who else is a rookie QB? Like Justin Fields. Yeah, we should be treating him like that too because he barely started games last year. And so
let me read you the first place team. 8-2. Tom Brady.
Fair.
We're Najee Harris.
Yeah, say that again. Yeah.
Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Damian Harris.
Ew.
Stephon Diggs.
He hasn't even been that good.
Keenan Allen.
He also hasn't been that good.
Kyle Pitts.
I would say the tight end position is trash, so he's not as good as everyone thought he would be, but he's fine.
Deebo Samuel.
League winner. Deebo Samuel is the fantasy MVP.
Okay, but roster for roster, I should be better than him.
Which is why fantasy is such a crazy sport, because you say those two rosters 2 months ago and you think you blow him out the water. But nobody expected Deebo Samuel to be leading the league in receiving yards damn near. And no one expected who else did you say?
Tom Brady.
People were pretty high on Brady, to be honest. Brady's always one that gets kind of picked on because he doesn't have that rushing capability, but he be slinging that thing with or without AB. He be slinging that thing. So
I have scored enough points to be in third in that league.
It's also fantasy so much luck though, bro.
It sucks. I'm so tired of me making deals all year to have the best team, and I can't have the best team because none of y'all want to play good in the same week.
Typically, though, I feel like it balances out. Like if you do have the best team, it'll end up working in your favor, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if you won that league.
I'd have to win out.
I mean, if you played the Pats D last week, you're probably not winning. I mean,
I'm playing the Pats D right now.
That's what I'm saying. If you played the Pats D right now, you probably.
But he's starting Kyler, Michael Carter, Joe Mixon, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Darren Waller, Christian Kirk.
How are the teams so stacked in your league?
Because we are making deals, bro. Like I'm giving up pieces. I wish I could find all the trades I made. I traded for Dalvin Cook.
The last place team. What does their team look like?
Oh, this is ugly. This has been just a tough year for him. Okay. Lamar, Aaron Jones. Right now, Adrian Peterson. Julio Jones. Russell Gage.
That couldn't have been his initial wide receiver one.
No. So let me tell you his initial roster. Lamar, Aaron Jones, Calvin Ridley, Kareem Hunt, Julio Jones, AJ Brown.
Okay.
So it should have been like
he
a
drafted
competitive
Julio
fantasy.
and AJ.
Yeah. No, it's not AJ Brown. Sorry. Antonio Brown.
Oh, okay.
So it should have been a competitive team. He sucks.
Nobody saw what was coming for Calvin Ridley. Nobody could have predicted that.
Well, nobody knew Julio wasn't going to play all year, basically.
Allen Robinson is the bust of the year. If we're being honest here. A-Rob is the biggest bust this season.
But like roster for roster, if you line my roster up with anybody else, I should be dominating. And I'm not.
But that's the thing, bro. That's why we love fantasy, though. Like any given week, you can get smoked by a trash team. And that's just like the luck of the draw. Like it's crazy. Like I shouldn't be 5-5 in my league. I should have way more losses. But like I've gotten lucky. I can't lie. Like my team has gotten decimated by injuries. I have made some questionable trades. The one that I regret the most happened before a snap of football was even played. I traded Mike Williams and Jamal Williams for Odell Beckham. I traded Mike Williams and Jamal Williams for Odell Beckham. And clearly I think Mike Williams alone has outscored both of them. So, I mean, it is what it is. And you just live from your mistakes. But I didn't think this was going to be the year Mike Williams broke out. Clearly it was. But, you know the vibes. It's just how it goes.
And if I read you my keeper team roster.
Bro, I'm nice in that league. I told you I'd be nice in that league. Okay.
I'm 2-8. I'm 2-8.
I told you. You was on my ass. Everybody was on my ass. And I'm nice.
Listen to my roster. Josh Allen. David Montgomery. Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, Deontay Johnson, Gesicki, Mike Evans. I have Mike Williams on the bench, Miles Sanders on the bench.
I'm actually not as nice in that league as I thought. Never mind. I am 5-5 in that league. I have Jalen Hurts, Zeke, Najee, Justin Jefferson, DK, Dallas Goddard, and AJ Dillon at flex right now. So I should win this week, to be honest, with AJ Dillon. But who are you going to keep? We get 3, right?
So this was my strategy. The year went to shit. So
you picked up like Cam Akers and people like that.
Right? I'm keeping J.K. Dobbins, Travis Etienne, and Cam Akers for free. I will go in with a full budget next year and 3 teams RB1s.
I am going to keep Najee, obviously. I'm going to keep Najee, Zeke, and either DK or Justin Jefferson. Probably Justin Jefferson. I'm going to keep Najee, Justin Jefferson, and Zeke. That's tough. That's tough. No, bro, I should win the league. Let's be honest. The fact that Allen Robinson's a bust really messed with me.
You're not going to have no money to play with.
Bro, I ain't had no money this year.
Yeah, you did. We all did. We all started
with
the same money.
I spent my money mad early, bro.
Let's see. What'd you spend on Zeke? 46. You're keeping Justin Jefferson at 30.
I feel like that's a decent price for JJ.
Yeah. And you're keeping Najee at 42.
I would have spent my whole budget to get him.
So you're walking in with 118 and a $200 budget.
I feel like that's decent. Like that's not bad.
I'm walking in with 200 and you're walking in with 118 of your 200.
Yeah, and you're walking in with 200 of your 200. But I'm gonna be like, what do I need though? I don't need a running
brother.
Back.
You were walking in with $82 to spend.
Oh, you're right.
I'm walking in with $200 to spend, and I get 3 RB1s.
But I'm chilling on a QB. I don't need a running back. I only need one receiver. Like I'm good.
But you got to think the person you're bidding against has $200. So every quarterback on the board I'm taking. You're not taking receiver,
every QB.
No, but I'm taking an elite QB immediately. I'm
cool. I have Jalen Hurts, brother, right now, and I'm chilling.
And you're not cool. Jalen Hurts is the QB5. That's an elite.
Yeah, but I'm saying I got him late. I spent like $2 on Jalen Hurts. I'll spend $2 on someone else next.
That's because I already splurged on Josh Allen. I went too far.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how the way you go.
Every receiver who hits the board, I'm throwing one up there, and I'm gonna get one for sure elite running back because people aren't going to save all their money.
I got 2 of them things already.
All that money. I'm coming. Right. I'm coming next year for the keeper league, and we buying in next year. It ain't gonna be no free league. We
wasn't not buying this year.
No,
I was free. That's crazy. I could have swore I sent you bread, but maybe I didn't.
You didn't send me no bread.
Hey, well, that's what's been new with me and Justice. I don't know how we got on this shit, but that's what's been new for me.
It to happen.
I started a new job. We left CBS Sports. That job just was not for me, bro. Operations coordinator, that just was not. Maybe that's for some people. It was not for me. I now work at FanDuel. Shout out to FanDuel. I am a social media coordinator. So if y'all see the tweets, the TikToks, the Instagrams coming from FanDuel, I work the night shift usually. So you see the tweets and stuff coming from FanDuel, make sure you get that a retweet, a like. That's probably me. You feel me? Send me some memes that I can tweet because that's not my strong suit. Like coming up with memes on the fly, I'll be struggling. I'm not gonna hold you, but we getting the hang of it. It's just my first week, so I'm fucking with it so far though. That shit is lit. Yeah, that's what's been new with us. We have been completely off topic, but this is supposed to be a chill podcast anyway, so we chilling. We could just kind of get into a song of the week since that's kind of how we always start every podcast off. Would you like to go first? You want me to go first? What are we doing?
I got it. The Kentucky legend Bryson Tiller has made a reappearance as he dropped a Christmas album today.
He dropped a Christmas album today?
Today. And the first song on it is Be Mine This Christmas. And that is my song of the week because it is that time of year. It's coming around. Be Mine This Christmas. B. Tiller. Got it.
Wow, he really did drop a Christmas album. Damn, I'm gonna listen to that. That's great.
Yes, sir. Play that Pig Griffey.
Is it good?
Yes.
Did you listen to the whole thing?
Yes, it is gas. Play that Pig Griffey, bro.
I bet. Run it up. 1, 2, 3, go.
This Christmas.
All right, we back. Actually, that the whole Christmas thing kind of what's your favorite Christmas movie, bro?
Ooh.
I can tell you mine. Mine's is This Christmas, the one with Chris Brown. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
You are a true African-American male. Because there's so many classics out there. My boy just wants to hear that. This Christmas.
That shit is fire, bro. Even the storyline. Come on, we got Lauren London in there. Like that's a good movie, bro.
I get it. Yeah, it's a great BET movie.
Yo, don't disrespect me like that.
If I had to pick my favorite one, family tradition, we watch Grinch, but I think I probably enjoy Elf more than anything.
No way. That's the white people. That's Christy's favorite Christmas movie is Elf.
Elf is gas.
That's so a funny. White person tradition.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
I've seen Elf one time.
For real?
One time, yeah. I don't really watch it like that.
You gotta lock back in, bro.
Nah, I got you. My song of the week is actually a song I found on TikTok. You know, TikTok got the bangers. Don't TikTok got the bangers. It's called Die Young. The artist is Zany. Never heard it before. This is the first song I've ever heard from them. So you're about to hear that right now.
I don't want to die young.
That's by Roddy Ricch, right?
Yeah.
And we are back. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. As per usual, song of the week. They'll be in the description all the way at the bottom. So you go check that out. And we can just get into it, bro. Talk to me. The Warriors. They have some crazy record. I don't even know. It's like 13-2. Yeah, they're currently 13-2, 8-1 at home, 5-1 on the road, 9-1 in their last 10. They're on a 2-game win streak. Damn, the Suns are on a 10-game streak. That's crazy. And are they real or are they not, bro? Do you believe in the Warriors? Talk to me.
Well, the 2 losses are to Memphis in overtime. So a game they could have won. They probably should have won. And a 4-point loss to the Hornets. So I mean, even their losses are good losses. They didn't get beat. They didn't lose by 10. They didn't lose by 12.
What I'll say to you is when I look at their schedule, they're not playing that many good teams. Like they beat the Lakers opening night. Okay. Impressive, I guess. They beat the Clippers without Kawhi Leonard. Like, come on. They beat the Kings, the Thunder, who are the worst team in the league, lost to the Grizzlies.
Rockets.
Beat the Thunder again.
Rockets are worse than the Thunder.
They beat the Hornets. They beat the Pelicans. They beat the Rockets. They beat the Hawks. They beat the Wolves. They beat the Bulls. And then they beat the Nets. And then they beat the Cavs. I've named maybe 2 teams that are playoff teams right here, bro.
I disagree. I think the Cavs are playoff teams. I think the Wolves have a chance to make the playoffs.
The Cavs are not making no noise, though. Like the Warriors, I'm calling now, they're fake. They're not real, not contenders.
Okay, so
they got a light schedule.
Let me jump in. Let me get to it. Real. I think the Warriors are very real. One, why would I think they're not? Steph is Steph. Steph is at this point playing like the best player in the NBA. Although I think that crown goes to Giannis and Kevin Durant as they can split it in half however they want. But Steph,
you think LeBron is top 5 still?
Yes, but this is the first time in my life I've ever been able to say that I can make a debate for him to not be top 5. So
I agree. I don't think he's the best player in the world.
No, he's not the best player in the world. Even and availability matters. He's not the guy he was. He's not the Iron Man he was. He's gonna miss games. It just is what it is. I'm fine. I am fine admitting that LeBron is not better than Steph. He is not better than Giannis, and he is not better than Kevin Durant.
Keep in mind, this is 2 Lakers fans, so we're on the same page.
But if I have one game for my life, I'm still calling LeBron.
I don't think I would.
I would. I'm still calling LeBron.
I would. I think I would call KD.
If I get LeBron fully healthy, I'm still calling LeBron.
I think I'm calling KD.
That's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. I just trust LeBron. Anyways, so the Warriors, real. Why real? Clay, still not back.
No.
Not playing. And when I say Clay, it's not just act like, oh, no, Clay. No, that's the second best shooter to ever play in the NBA. That's a wing. That's a wing defender. That's one of the probably 50 best players in NBA history that they don't even have right now. On top of that, their starting center, not playing. James Wiseman, not there. And regardless of what you think about his rookie year, James Wiseman's an athlete. James Wiseman is fluid. He's going to be in the right places on defense. He's got a year under his belt. If they can get him to shot shooting 22-footers, his offense looks a lot better. They use him as a roll man. If he can learn to play a Draymond role when Draymond is out, is catch the ball in the middle, and then I get to make a read. It's that easy. Or if he wants to be the dump man for Draymond when he catches it in the middle, I want that athlete on the floor. There are things Wiseman did in his rookie year that are impressive that I expect him to build on in his second year. So But those two players aside, there's still a buyout market that's going to happen. And if the Warriors are competing, people are going to want to play with Steph.
I agree, but I don't think by the time the buyout market comes around, they'll look like this. I don't.
We'll see.
I mean, yeah, we will see. But when I look at their schedule, they have not convinced me. Like they're 13-2, cool. But like I just said, the only impressive win here is the Nets and
Bulls.
I guess the Bulls, but like when I look at the teams they've played, none of the ones they've beaten outside of the Nets have a chance to win a championship. As nice as the Bulls are, they're not winning a chip. We know they're not winning the chip. It's as simple as that.
Correct. But they could come out of the East.
No way they come out the East.
Bro, Brooklyn looks terrible. There's nothing good about Brooklyn when you watch them, besides Kevin Durant.
But let's keep it a stack. They're not going to lose in the playoffs. Like if either them or the Bucks are making the chip.
I would take the Bucks. Bucks would be my finals pick right now.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the Bulls. So like the Warriors have not done. They don't have a team on here that and even so, if they're 15 games through. So whatever teams are looking like right now, they're not going to look like that in a month and a half.
But the question is if they're real. They don't have to keep this winning pace up.
As in real, do you mean a championship contender?
I think they are a championship contender. They are 13-2 without Klay Thompson and 13-2 without James Wiseman. They're playing with Jordan Poole and Damian Lee and Draymond Green and a bunch of bums.
It depends on how you like what you classify as a contender. Like
who's the best team in the West?
Probably the Suns.
Can they beat the Suns in a 7-game series?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, so let's get into this. Jordan Poole.
Is
good. Is legitimately good.
Okay.
He is legitimately good.
Jordan Poole is all right. Jordan Poole's cool.
For a Lakers guy,
he's slightly above average.
Lakers fans who love Taylor Horton-Tucker.
You're bugging if you're saying you would take Jordan Poole over THT.
I'm not taking Jordan Poole over THT, but they are the same level of NBA player. Jordan, the one downside.
How old is Jordan Poole?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm talking about the player they are, not the age they are.
I'm saying for Jordan Poole is
what 23, 22?
22. But he's been in the league, 3 years?
G League last year.
THT hasn't even played 82 full games.
I get that, but they're the same.
And if they're the same player already, like
the only downside to Jordan Poole is that he has a 40% amount of J.R. Smith flowing through his veins. Because he does not care. He is just going to shoot it. But
for sure,
there's also something about him. He gets just as hot as anybody else on that team, not named Steph Curry. And so we move the Jordan Poole piece out of the way. Andrew Wiggins has traditionally always scored more than 16 points a game, no matter what team he was on or who he was around. If he is playing 30 minutes, he's going to give you 19 a night.
I like Wiggins.
He's going to give them 19 a night. Wiggins is exactly who we thought he should have been in terms of offense and defense now. He's an efficient shooter. He is a great wing defender, not a good one, a great wing defender. Then they bring Klay back. And then they bring back Wiseman. Then they are athletic and long and defend and a great defensive team on top of being the best shooting team in the NBA. So why would I think they're not contenders? The two best teams in the West are the Suns, and we're looking on paper, the Lakers should be one of the best teams in the West. They could beat us in 7 games. The
Warriors could beat us in 7 games?
Yes, and Draymond Green is back to Draymond Green. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, and he's still an elite defender.
Yes, I'm not arguing you on that.
So this is basically the same team that went 73-9, but with some Iguodala looks like Iguodala again.
I just think, bro, can I picture at the end of the year the Golden State Warriors hoisting the Larry O'Brien?
What was the core of the team that hosted the Larry O'Brien? Tell me.
The same team, the same 3 they are now. Steph, Klay, Dre, Iggy. Steph, Klay, Dre,
all
Iggy.
4 of them. So why is it so hard to imagine right now?
Because the league has changed since now, bro.
Steph is better now than he was then.
Yeah, but Dre's not. I don't think Dre's going to be the same guy the whole season, bro. It's cool to do that 15 games in. Can you do that for an entire 82 game season still?
I do.
And we haven't seen Klay Thompson play in damn near 3 years.
Did he forget how to shoot?
No, bro, but he might not be the same on defense.
That's fine. They have other guys who can play that role now. Wiggins is just as good of a defender now as Klay Thompson ever was.
15 games through, I'm not buying that the Warriors are the same team.
I have no reason to not believe
4 years ago, 5 years ago, whenever that was.
Are they the exact same team? No, but does that mean they're not a contender?
But other teams have taken a leap since we last saw them. The Bucks were not the same team they were back then. The Nets were not the same team they were back then.
I'm talking about the West. If they get to the finals of the West,
Suns were not the same team they were back then.
Brother,
the Nuggets were not the same team they were back then. The Jazz were not the same team they were back then.
The Jazz.
But
traditional playoff chokers, Jazz.
But they've taken a leap, bro. That's not what I'm saying.
They're not good.
They're
not contenders.
You're bugging. The Jazz not beat the Warriors in a 7-game series?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You're nuts.
Tell me something. Is there a chance the Warriors? Is there a chance the Warriors are in the Western Conference Finals?
Is there a chance they're in the Western Conference Finals? Do I think they can beat us, and do I think they can beat the Suns?
Is there a chance they're in the Western Conference Finals?
Bro, there's a chance. There's a chance the Mavs are in the Western Conference Finals.
That's not true. The Mavs are terrible.
Every team is in the Western Conference Finals.
No,
bro.
the Mavs are not good.
Is there?
Luka is good. The Mavs are not good. Jason Kidd cannot coach a team.
Is there a chance in the Western Conference Finals? Sure. Yes.
So if there's a chance,
yes, probably.
If there's a chance they're one of the final 4 teams, they're not a contender.
I'm saying I don't think they will be one of the final 4 teams. So if they get there, sure, they're a contender. Ask me the same question 15 games from now, and we'll see. But now, no.
But there's a chance they could beat anybody in a 7-game series because they have the best player on the floor and almost all of them.
There's a chance a lot of teams could beat a lot of teams in a fucking 7-game series.
The Nuggets are a non-factor. Jokic is phenomenal, but as long as Michael Porter Jr. is a bum, they're a non-factor.
Yeah, poor guy. Whatever.
You are not going to go in and rely on Will Barton for 7 games. I'm sorry.
No,
it's not going to happen. No Jamal Murray, no Michael Porter. The Jazz, I love Donovan Mitchell. Rudy Gobert gets played off the floor against the Warriors.
He gets played off the floor in every series.
Exactly. He gets played off the floor. They are not a problem for the Warriors. The Lakers, we're going to get into the Lakers and some of their problems. I can't wait. But the Lakers, we present an issue because we have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis hasn't shot the ball well since the bubble. Like it's about time we just accept that maybe Anthony Davis just can't shoot.
Nah, he can't shoot threes. He can shoot. He got a midi though.
Yeah. That's the spacing we need.
It's not.
Exactly. I don't need a mid-range shot creator. Exactly. Russell Westbrook can't shoot.
I mean, hey, you was the one that said you was hype about it. I was not.
I'm still hype about it.
I was never hype about that.
If Vogel would learn how to play them.
He's not making it through the season.
Russ?
No, Vogel.
I don't think he will either. If this is how they continue to perform,
he's not making it through the season.
His rotations are terrible. Anyways. Lakers right now, not a problem. We presented issue because of LeBron James. We are not the problem.
This is actually a great transition to what we're going to talk about next, but go ahead. Keep going.
I've got to finish. The Clippers, not a problem.
Nope.
So who are we worried about here?
Who are we worried about for the Warriors?
Not the Jazz, not the Nuggets.
Bro,
the Suns present a problem because Chris Paul is Chris Paul. Devin Booker is Devin Booker. Mikal Bridges, I love their depth. I love the guy. I love that they brought everybody back. DeAndre Ayton is athletic enough to stay on the floor and play with them. That is their only problem. I really think
you're discounting the Mavs, bro. And I don't think the Mavs are contenders.
Not good.
Let me not say they're
not
contender.
good.
Not a contender.
Gosh.
But
their starting lineup hasn't
back-to-back years. Two back-to-back years of almost beating the Clippers. And
their starting lineup hasn't changed in 3 years. They've started the same rotation for 3 years.
And I don't think they're contenders, bro. But for you to not even mention them is crazy.
Jason Kidd is not a good basketball
coach. Not even mention them is crazy.
KP is not great.
Jason, this is the best KP's ever been utilized since he got to Dallas.
And he's still not good.
And they're 4th in the West right now.
He can't post up his trainers at practice. I know you saw the video of him throwing up clanks over 5'8".
Nah. It's just not his game, brother. It's just not his game.
If you're 7'3", get your ass in the paint.
I agree. I mean,
get me more than 6 rebounds a game if you're going to be 7'3".
You're not wrong, bro.
They're not winning a defensive battle, and they're not going to win an offensive battle.
The Warriors, bro, they're not. What is the question I want to ask here? So, a month from now, a month and a half from now,
okay,
they get Clay back, whatever. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're currently first in the West. What do you think they end up a top 3 seed?
Yes.
I would be willing to bet that they don't. I'd be willing to bet they don't.
We could put Brett on it right now on the podcast.
That they don't end up a top 3 seed?
We can put Brett on it right now. Barring health.
The Suns are 1.5 games back. The Jazz are 3 games back. The Mavs are 3.5 games back. I think they're going to bad little loser streak. I'll take that bet. How much? How much you gonna put on it?
You tell me.
I'm not that confident, but I'll put 15 on it.
Okay, we'll put 15 on it right now.
15 on it. Deal.
And if health becomes an issue,
but we gotta have a date. What date though?
If health becomes an issue, do we wash it away or?
If health becomes an issue, but for this, it's like I'm taking Warriors versus the field though. So like if health becomes an issue for who, the Warriors?
I'm taking Warriors versus the field.
I'm saying the bet is Warriors versus the field. So if health becomes an issue for the Warriors, if health becomes an issue for the field, like
you get 14 teams, I get 1. Let's
fine. So if health becomes, if Steph misses, because let's be real here, that's who we're talking about.
Right. That's exactly what we're talking about.
If Steph misses 10 or more games, we can watch it.
Okay, cool.
We can watch it.
I'm with it.
Now
get me to the Lakers. Get me to the Lakers.
Do you want to do by the All-Star date? By the All-Star game? That's a little too long for me. By January 15th.
If they're not, you don't think there'll be a top 3 seed by January?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. I was going to give you to the end of the year. January?
End of the year is crazy. All-Star break.
Right.
All-Star break. All-Star break. All-Star break. All-Star break for sure.
Ideal.
All right, go ahead. Talk. What do you think about the Lakers, bro?
In my notes, the first thing I wrote when I thought about the Lakers was time to panic. No. Time to use guys' skill set. Yes.
I don't think so when I look at the Lakers right now and I compare them to the last 2 seasons of the Lakers team, obviously the bubble year that we won the chip and last year when we got smacked by the Suns. The bubble year, I was completely confident we were winning the chip. That looked like a championship caliber team. When they were winning, when they were losing, they looked like a championship caliber team. Last year, I think that was a championship caliber team. If we don't lose AD, I think we win that series against the Suns. I think that was a championship caliber team. I look at this team. I don't see effort. I don't see defense. I don't see a will to want to play together. I don't think that this team is capable of winning a chip and as it's currently constructed. I think our roster construction this year wasn't the best. And like we got the shooters, that's cool. But like adding Russ puts such a fucking like different, like you just have to do so many different things. And when we get to the playoffs, bro, we've done it 2 years straight against Russell Westbrook. We know how to stop him. Other teams know how to stop him. There's a blueprint on how to stop Russ in the playoffs. And other teams are going to employ the same thing we were employing on the Rockets. And what are we going to do? What was the point in acquiring Russell Westbrook? If he can be played off the court, it's the Rudy Gobert. If he can be played off the court when it really matters, what was the point?
Okay, so let me ask you a question about the Lakers. Russ thing aside, I think there's time to grow and learn where to use Russ and how to use Russ. Okay. Whether that plays into the playoffs or not, we've got to have a coach. One. Yeah. We've got to have a coach. One, not afraid to put him on the bench. But I'm walking into a playoff series with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and I can still surround them with shooters. I can put Carmelo on the floor. I can put Malik Monk on the floor, and I can put Taylor Horton-Tucker on the floor. And we are still a good defensive team at that point. We are still a team capable of hitting threes. Mm-hmm. If I can play LeBron James, Anthony Davis, I am not worried. I am still very confident that we are a contender.
I think we're a contender.
And Russ, you can say that's not a championship caliber team. You have LeBron James. If LeBron James is healthy and Anthony Davis is healthy, you are a championship caliber team.
Bro, but that's just a matter of the fact. Count on LeBron James being healthy, and I've never been able to count on Anthony Davis being healthy.
It's all what ifs. It's all what ifs. Listen, if I had my way as a Lakers fan, we would have went ahead and just blew it up. Had our nice little joyride with LeBron. Let him pass Kareem in his Lakers uniform. Hang his jersey in the Raptors, which we're going to do anyway because he's LeBron. We're just going to hang it up at this point. We know we are. But hang up his jersey, trade Anthony Davis because he's hurt all the time. I don't want anything to do with him. I'd rather have somebody who's a more available star. If it was up to me, That would have been the move already. We win our one chip and we ride off into the sunset because you know what? One chip is worth every move you made.
I agree. I wouldn't take that back for the world. I don't want Lonzo back. I don't want D'Lo back. I don't want Ingram back. I don't want Josh Hart back. I don't want them picks back. None of it. Like as long as I got this hoodie on right now, it was worth it.
Okay, so it's worth it. But this is the situation in the hand we have been dealt as one, Lakers fans, and two, the Lakers have been dealt and who they are and what they have chosen to chase. We've got guys who haven't played together. We've got guys who won't be on the floor in 2 months. Kendrick Nunn's going to come back. Kent Bazemore is going to move all the way to the bench. Kent Bazemore and DeAndre Jordan should never see the floor.
DeAndre Jordan shouldn't be on the NBA roster.
They're terrible. Both of them are terrible.
I'll take Kent Bazemore, but DeAndre Jordan
Bazemore is trash.
Should not be on the NBA roster.
No. Get him off the floor. Okay, that's fine. Kendrick Nunn, Trevor Ariza. LeBron James. LeBron James has not played a game since November 2nd.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only November 19th.
That's a long time.
It's 17 days, yeah, which you could play a lot of games in that time span. Yes.
So he's not. So I'm saying we are. That's why I said time to panic. No, time to let guys use their skill set. Yes. We can't be afraid when we have LeBron James and Russell Westbrook to say, hey, Malik Monk, take a possession, run this pick and roll all the time. It doesn't have to be 3 times a game. I need it to be 12 times a game. Put the ball in guys' hands who are capable. Kendrick Nunn will be very capable of running an offense and being a scoring threat with the ball in his hands. THT, we know, is a scoring threat with the ball in his hands. Malik Monk is a scoring threat with the ball in his hands. I'm just not worried. Like I feel like
other years I wouldn't be either. But this, when I've watched every Lakers game. I bought League Pass this year because I was hype. This team does not give me that feeling. Like they don't. And in the beginning of the year, they did. And as I watched game by game by game, they don't want it, bro. Like we blew a 27-point lead to the Thunder. Then blew another lead to the Thunder. Like, regardless of who we should beat the Thunder every time. When we're blowing leads, we're not beating teams we should be with or without LeBron, with or without AD, with or without Russ. Like, we're not that good. We're not as good as we thought we were.
So, look, for every Lakers fan who says this, I understand. And I understand that I am in the minority. And I understand.
And you know me, bro. I'm usually not like this.
But you know me. I'm usually the more realistic one.
I know.
I feel like I'm still being realistic. That's the thing. I understand that the vast majority of people are already out in the Lakers. A vast majority of Laker fans do not see a good ending to this.
I don't.
And that's fine.
I think at the end of the season, this is fucked.
And I can understand it and acknowledge it and say that there's logical sense behind it. But I can also say that I think there's logical sense behind. I have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and barring health, say if we are healthy, I don't see a road into which we are not still one of the best teams in the West. And I think, and when we get to the playoffs, I don't care. Anybody says AD at the 5 does not fix everything. I'm tired of hearing that every year. Every time the Lakers start, well, if Anthony Davis put 5, that's not the problem. It's not. It's not the problem. It's not. But let's move on from that. Okay. Just move on from that. When we get to the playoffs, Russ and LeBron never, ever, ever, ever need to be on the floor together. Ever. You've got to stagger.
What was the point, though? Like,
the Russ was purely a make it through the regular season move. He is reliable. He's going to be on the floor.
Then we gave up too much for a role player.
And he's going to look, my boy. Was Russ the ideal move for either of us? No. But do I have a belief that they can make that work and have a working relationship that is manageable? And it all is dependent upon Vogel figuring out rotations. And it's all dependent upon Russ, who LeBron, AD, and they all said they had the little meeting about, we're willing to sacrifice to do this. They had their little Warriors moment, their Steph and KD moment. I'm sorry, none of you all except LeBron can talk about has Steph and KD moment. That's the sacrifice. Anyways, and it's way easier for them to sacrifice because neither of them need the ball in their hands to score 50. So,
bro, the thing I'm saying is, so 2 things. One, it's cool. It was cool to say, we have LeBron and AD against in the playoffs 2 years ago. It was cool to say that a year ago, bro. But we both believe that they are not the same players they were 2 years ago. LeBron is no longer the best player in the league. He is no longer that.
Top 5.
He's still top 5. Cool. AD is not when we won the chip, he was a top 5 player. He's no longer that. So me saying we got LeBron and AD doesn't hold the same weight that it used to 2 years ago.
So that's
it doesn't, bro.
That's a little unfair because I still think LeBron can beat any player one game for one game. I think he can be better than any player for one game. Or for 7 games. I think he can be better than any player for 7 games.
I don't
the version of AD we watched in the bubble 2 years ago is the best version of AD that's ever existed. He was automatic from the midi, and he was hitting enough threes for it to be dangerous. Right now, he's not even automatic from midi.
And for us to be like, oh, what you're basically saying is, Russ and LeBron don't have to be on the court at the same time. So Russ gonna run the back. Russ gonna run the backup units. Russ gonna run the. It's
not even that. It's just about staggering their minutes. I mean, obviously they're gonna play together. They're gonna start together, and they'll probably end together. Unfortunately,
and that's horrible. If our end of the game lineup involves Russell Westbrook and LeBron James, keep in mind that was our big pickup this offseason. Russell Westbrook. Oh, great. And he's being played. He's going to get played off the floor, bro. We talk shit about the Jazz and Rudy Gobert all the time. What is the difference?
Can you trade Russell Westbrook? I'm just curious.
Can you? I don't know. No one's taking that contract.
Nah, I disagree. I mean, no one thought anybody would ever take Chris Paul's contract, and everybody kept taking it.
We're not trading him this year. We're not.
Okay, I'm just saying. First of all, I don't think it's unrealistic for him to be traded if it's not working. I really don't.
I don't think.
But I don't know what we get in return.
No
I don't
way.
know what that. I don't know what that looks like. I'm just saying.
We're not trading him this year. There's no shot. I think they give it a year.
You don't think the Knicks would answer the phone? Because Kemba sucks.
Kemba's horrible, but I feel like they knew Kemba was horrible. Everybody knew Kemba was horrible.
I don't know. They paid him a good amount of money for him to be.
He's a New Yorker, so to bring hype. Kemba's been trash, but I don't think they're picking up the phone. I don't.
Okay, I mean, I'm just okay. I think people are going to pick up the phone, but that's not the problem. I'm not worried about trading Russ. I'm just curious of what your thoughts were upon the idea of trading Russ.
I just feel like, bro, that wasn't the right move for us this offseason. And now that we're here in the thick of it, 15 not even in the thick of it, but 15 games through
into the thick of it,
and we're 8-8 with 2 losses to the Thunder and like losses to teams we should beat. Now everyone's like, oh, I don't know why it's not working. Like, bro, it was never gonna work. It's never going to work. That's not.
How many games has LeBron played? 5?
Probably 5 or 6. I can tell you right now. Hold on. I mean, look that bad boy up. LeBron James has played. Damn, Basketball Reference want to take his sweet time right now.
But while you're looking that up, I just want to say the same reason you feel
he's played 6.
The same reason you feel the Warriors aren't contenders in terms of it being too early is the same reason I feel like the Lakers can figure it out because it's too early to know, and we haven't seen enough of the full roster. And when we have the full roster, listen. When All-Star break comes around, and listen to me, Naj. Let me talk, brother.
I ain't say shit.
You're shaking your head at me. You're not even trying to let me speak without finishing your own thought in your head. Listen, look. When All-Star break comes around, if it don't look no better, I'll be fine to say we are not who we thought we were. And that's fine. But right now, it's way too early for me to say they cannot be good. It's just way too early.
The issues that we have can't be fixed with time, bro. They're not issues that can be fixed with time, bro.
I disagree.
They're fundamental issues with the way that our roster was constructed. And barring unless we move in people, if we get different pieces, sure. But the team as is currently constructed now, it's not winning the chip.
I don't speak on ill will for anybody.
What does that mean?
If Russ was to get hurt for the year,
yo,
would we be better?
I'm crying. Yes, bro. If Russ was to get let me not even say that. But would we be better? The question: would we be better without Russell Westbrook? Yes.
As the roster is constructed, we don't even have anything to fill that. We just have this roster.
I want to say, is LeBron still injured currently?
Yeah, I mean, sure, but no, we'll just say take away the injuries.
If we're better without.
Yeah,
us.
I agree.
We should have never gotten him in the first place, and the Lakers have always prioritized getting the star player, whether or not they mix with the. And people always say LeBron is this great GM. LeBron's a shit GM. The fact that he thought that this would work, come on now.
Would I have preferred Buddy Hield? Yes.
Yes.
Well, I
Bro,
remain.
have you seen what Buddy Hield is shooting this year?
He's a bucket. Well, I remain optimistic about the Lakers until I see the full roster and some time under their belt. Yes. Now, when we talk about this in 3 months, when you and me talk about this in 2-3 months, it may be a different conversation. Right now, we're just gonna bounce back. No, because it will. Because if they suck, I'm just gonna say they suck. Like,
you're right.
You know, that'll be a different conversation. We could say, here's our Lakers segment. They suck, and then we'll move on to the.
So, do you think at the end of the year, Lakers finishes a top 5 seed?
Yeah.
No, I don't. You want to put bread on that too?
Yeah.
Okay. I say they finish 6, but all right, cool. We'll put bread on that. 15. Finish end of the year. Lakers top 5. I say no. You say yes. I love it.
We're both going to end up with $0.
That's what I'm saying. The Lakers are going to be nice, and the Warriors are going to be ass, and we're going to be cool.
Or the Warriors are going to be nice, and the Lakers are going to be terrible, and then we're still going to.
And then we're still
$0.
Shake each other's hand and call it a day. And so yeah, that's kind of our little sports segment. We wanted to get a little Thanksgiving in here because, like I said, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. So for our Thanksgiving segment, and I'm very excited about this. This is probably what I was looking forward to most on the pod. We're doing a Thanksgiving dinner draft. So the way that this will work is, let me pull up the text that I sent you because I don't know off the top of my head. But the way that this will work is we each start with a turkey because obviously everyone gets a turkey. Everyone gets a turkey. So we'll keep that.
Gross. I hate turkey.
We get 1 meat.
You can have my turkey, Nash.
3 sides, 2 vegetables, 2 desserts, 2 drinks, and 1 guest. It can be anyone you want at your Thanksgiving dinner that obviously isn't a part of your family. And so I don't know the way we're going to do the draft. You want to do snake, obviously. Pick. But do you want to do it by, like, you can pick any food, or do you want to do it by category? I say we do it by category.
Yeah, category.
Category for sure. So we'll start with first of all, you don't like turkey, right? Do you have turkey at your family Thanksgiving?
We do. Turkey's dry. And maybe that's just a white people thing. Turkey's not good.
Do you fry your turkey though, bro?
I don't cook the turkey. I have no idea.
That's what you're missing, bro. Whoever make the turkey, tell them to deep fry it, bro. It'll change your life.
Nash, there's something I need to
change your life.
Nash, there's something that
I know that you're a white man. I know you're a white man.
And I've come from a white family.
You can fry something up, my boy.
I love fried things. I have grew up with most of my friends.
Bro, go to Popeyes and get a turkey, my boy.
Of the African American descent.
Bro, let's go to Popeyes.
We vibe. I'm a white man, and we vibe on a deep level. I have at least 25% African American running through my blood.
I love that. I'm 30% British, so you know that's why we vibe. 70% African, 30% British. You know the vibes.
I don't think I'm British, but we'll move on. And if I'm British, that makes even more sense because that Mayflower, I know the turkey was just just dry, dusty, and nasty.
All right, so we each start with a turkey. Do you want to go? How do we know who picks meat first? You want to rock paper scissors?
Yeah.
All right. Do you do rock paper scissors says shoot or rock paper scissors shoot?
Rock paper scissors shoot.
I do rock paper scissors says shoot.
That's stupid.
All right, so we can do rock paper scissors shoot. All right, bet.
All right.
Rock. Well, relax, big boy. Okay.
I'm listening to you, but
all right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, 2 out of 3.
What? No.
Everybody does 2 out of 3. What do you mean?
Right.
You're trying to break the fundamental rules. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You got it. All right, so Justice,
I won the rock paper scissors championship in 2007.
You up first?
Fried chicken.
I was hoping. I'm going smoked ham, honey smoked ham.
Ham is a good pick, but I'm picking chicken over everything.
Honey baked ham. Come on,
do you put pineapple on your honey baked ham?
Yeah,
that's it right there.
Honey smoked ham with the pineapple. That's crazy.
Do you put it on a biscuit?
I don't put it on a biscuit, but we have biscuits.
I'll put it on the biscuit. All right. So now we'll just snake it. I went first with the chicken, so you go ahead and pick your first side.
Mac and cheese. That's number one pick. Number one pick.
That's tough. Sweet potato casserole.
Ooh, I never had sweet potato casserole.
Mm.
What is casserole?
I mean, it's really just like it's in a pan. It's still sweet potatoes that are just baked, but like the little brown sugar.
I so you took that was my next one. I mashed potatoes.
Nah, see, that's weak.
What? You're
That's
bugging. You are out of your mother loving mind.
Hash brown casserole.
What? What is that?
Okay, so hash brown casserole. I realize that casseroles are mainly for people of a white tone. Our a casserole for hash brown casserole is like you take like you know like the small cut potatoes, put them in with like a little bit of like mashed potatoes, and then you take a bunch of cheese, and then you layer the top of it with those like hash browns, and then you put cheese on top of those hash browns.
Hey,
and
that kind of
sound
that shit kind of sound like your boss. I'm not gonna hold you.
If there's one thing that white people do is we make some good casseroles, bro.
No, I love my favorite like dish, like any potato dish. You got me. Potatoes is where
I almost went broccoli casserole because my mom's broccoli casserole is like my favorite thing ever. But I feel like in a draft, I've got to pick to the popularity and not to my popularity.
See, you stole my mom's like yams. It's crazy.
I hate yams.
She put the little march. Oh wait, so that I could pick that?
Yeah.
Is that not the same as sweet potatoes?
I mean, to me they're different, but
I feel like I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat. If so. Sidebar, if I could pick yams, that would be what it is. But my last pick for sides is gonna be stuffing.
Maybe I have the wrong image of yams. I thought yams like that like red thing that like looked a little weird.
Maybe it is. That's like the I don't know if it's a vegetable.
Is that sweet potato?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay,
we've hit an impasse.
in case, I'll get rid of my sweet potato pick and you get rid of your yam pick.
All right, deal.
So now we both get another side. We did 3 sides.
I got mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, and stuffing. I'm killing you right now.
So you went stuffing. First of all, we should have snaked. I should have got 2 in a row on the sides, but
that's true.
So you got
we can go back. Were you gonna take mashed potatoes?
No, mashed potatoes are not valid.
So then I still would have got mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are not valid.
I still would have got mashed potatoes. So cool. So we still are where we are.
So I'm at. What did I pick?
You picked the casserole, the hash brown casserole.
So that was my first one.
But we chalked your sweet potatoes.
So I've got 2 picks right now. Back to
you have 2 picks.
So my hash brown casserole. Dumplings.
Okay, our Thanksgiving meals, all I found out so far, our Thanksgiving tables look vastly different.
Dumplings and biscuits.
See, I didn't know if that you ever had the Hawaiian rolls, like the little sweet joints?
Me and Maddie buy Hawaiian rolls every time we go.
Damn, shit's crazy.
You like chicken salad, by the way? I know it's like a white people thing, but chicken salad.
I don't like salad.
It's not like salad. It's chicken salad. It's different. It's not like an actual salad.
What is it then?
Chicken salad is like grilled chicken, mayonnaise, grapes.
Yeah, I don't like mayonnaise.
It's mayo based, but it's not like full. Like it's hard to explain. But chicken salad is like a sandwich thing.
All right, I would try it.
You stick that on the. If you try chicken salad this week, I'll pay for your chicken salad.
What the fuck? Okay.
So
where do I find it?
I mean, you can get it at any grocery store.
I bet. This kid giving out bread. All right, what you want, bro? I'll give you some bread for some Thanksgiving meal.
I need something to try. I don't know.
I mean,
will you be on some real New York stuff, and I get some bacon, egg, and cheese. Bing bong.
Get a chopped cheese, my boy. Get a chopped cheese. Get a chopped cheese, and I'll pay for it. But y'all probably don't even got delis out there in Kentucky.
No, we don't have like a chop. That's not like a chop. That's not like a thing here.
That's crazy.
That's not like a thing here.
That's insane. All right, so what you got? What's your table looking like so far?
Right now, I got chicken dumplings. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I gave my turkey away to charity.
Okay, you gave it away in the food drive. That's respectable.
I'm feeding the homeless.
I respect that.
Okay, so I got fried chicken.
That's a banger. That's a banger pick.
I might win. That might just win by itself.
Nah, not at all.
Fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Hash brown casserole.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I pick? Biscuits
Mm-hmm.
and chicken and dumplings.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Your table sound ass. Bro.
You're crazy. You're eating. Look, you got turkey, ham, and macaroni.
This
so
kid
turkey
can't
is
keep up. This kid
so
can't keep up.
turkey is trash.
Fried
Let's get
turkey,
that out of the
bro.
way.
Fried turkey. Get it right.
Turkey is trash. Get that out of the way.
Fried turkey, get it right.
Ham is good. I'm
honey,
a fan of the
honey smoked, honey baked ham, bro. Come with the
ham
pineapple.
better? Is ham better than fried chicken? No.
No, you see my skin tone, brother. No, it is not.
No, we have similar skin tones.
All right, so you win the cool
macaroni.
You can have the fried chicken, bro.
Macaroni is the best. It's no play. There's no play.
That's what I'm saying.
Macaroni.
No, you're not being Mac.
Mashed potatoes are not valid. That's not valid at all.
Yes, it is. What?
No, mine it has potatoes in it, except it comes with cheese and hash browns. Yours is just
nobody's
potatoes.
Eating that. Nobody's eating hash brown casserole, bro.
Yours is just
bro.
potatoes.
Nobody's eating hash brown casserole.
Mashed potatoes are bland and not.
Bro, as
good.
soon as you said the word casserole, you lost. Nobody eats casserole, bro.
If you're a white person listening to this, ride for me.
You're not eating casserole.
All your friends who are white, they don't eat casseroles.
I don't know. I've never heard them say, "Yo, you know what we have on Thanksgiving, bro? We have some casserole."
Y'all are in New York. There's some big differences in what we eat here and what y'all eat there.
Even if you win the hash brown casserole, biscuits versus stuffing, bro.
So for me personally, I'm just not a fan of stuffing. I understand people love it.
Stuffing.
I understand people love it. I understand people love it. There's nothing more essential to a meal than biscuits.
Bro, I don't. So I guess I don't have no bread at my joint, which is crazy.
Yeah, no bread.
No bread. No bread is crazy. No bread is crazy. No bread is crazy. All right,
I might have won.
On to the vegetables, though. Who get first pick? You? Because I picked the side first, so you get first pick.
So it's crazy because I was gonna use mashed potatoes as my vegetables.
Nah, hell nah. We're not cheating.
I know, but that's a vegetable, so that would have been a
potatoes a vegetable. Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but that's not really a vegetable, bro. That's a side. Kid's trying to cheat. He's trying to find loopholes. That's how you know I'm beating his ass. He's trying to find loopholes.
It's fairly even right now.
Really not.
I'd enjoy myself at both plates, except y'all got turkey. Yeah, I would just throw it in the trash with a little plate over top of it in case they was.
Thank you for being kind.
Yeah, you're welcome. And your mashed potatoes. Those going in the trash too.
All your casserole dishes is gone.
Nah, but let me tell you this, bro. When you come to Kentucky next year, we're gonna make some casseroles and let you try them. I'm gonna give you,
and I'm gonna be respectable. Go to the bath. Say you have to use the bathroom. Come back with nothing in my mouth. It's going in the toilet.
I'm literally gonna take you to like some like southern restaurant joints and like let you try them and see how good they are. It's crazy. You'll be impressed. I'm being dead serious. You know what they say about southern cooking. Come on now.
All right.
Anyways,
what's your vegetable, bro? This kid, this is not
probably corn.
That's a good pick. I'm picking
corn on the cob, not just corn on the plate. Corn on the cob.
Great pick. I'm picking collard greens.
Collard greens are good.
Collard greens
better than corn on the cob.
An essential Thanksgiving.
Have you had street corn? Like street corn?
Nah.
Street corn's gas, bro.
What is street corn?
So it's like you take a corn on the cob and you like season, like you put like a bunch of seasonings and you put it on there and like you spin it in it. And then there's like a feta cheese that you put on there, and then like a butter you throw on there, and it's just gas. It's so good.
Nah, that shit sound gas. I'm not gonna hold you.
And they make it, and they take the corn after they put all that on there, and they put it on the grill and let the sides get a little toast.
That's fine.
Yeah, street corn is it,
fire.
bro.
So I picked collard greens. Are we doing like? Do I pick again, or is your pick?
We're doing one vegetable.
I thought we're doing two.
Okay, so I guess I'll just go ahead and jump to green beans.
You stole it. That's crazy. All right, I'm going carrots. Carrots with Mike's Hot Honey. You ever had Mike's Hot Honey, bro?
Are they cooked? Are they cooked carrots?
They're like
cold.
Baked. No.
Yeah. All right, baked carrots are gas. Those are better than green beans. That's better than green beans.
Throw them joints in the oven with a little bit of honey on them. Come on.
I love carrots.
That's gas.
I love carrots.
And now we on to the drinks. So I get first drink pick. Sparkling cider. Sparkling apple cider? Come on.
So I'm about to take you down south, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea is gas. Sweet tea is gas. Sparkling cider. So you want to pick again?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
To round it off, little dessert drink. Yeah, you finish your meal. You're like, man, I need a little alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Amaretto sour.
I don't know what that is. See, you're a grown man. That's how I know you're a grown man. Amaretto
So good.
sour. I mean, is that a wine?
No. It's literally amaretto, which is a dark liquor,
Mm-hmm.
and sour mix, and that is it. And Nosh, promise me the next time you go to a bar, you'll order amaretto sour, and I promise you, I guarantee this to you. Everybody I've ever given amaretto sour, it has been their go-to.
What if they don't have it though?
Everybody makes amaretto sour, bro. You just drink beer because you're a child. So look,
but I don't drink just beer, bro. But I'm not
drinking the Miller Lite sitting in the house right now.
I'm not going to be in my crib, bro, pounding fucking Jack like
no, it's not like Jack. It's like a glass like this big. I promise you, amaretto sour will be your go-to drink with any meal and with any just I'm casually drinking.
You don't mix it with nothing. You just get some amaretto sour like.
No, it's literally the mix is the alcohol and the sour mix, sweet and sour mix.
Oh, okay. Amaretto sour. Bet. I'm hype. I want to try that.
I'm gonna text it to you right now.
All right, yeah, text it to me. I'll try that next time. Next bar I go to get amaretto sour. So I got apple cider, sparkling cider, non-alcoholic. Should I go alcohol for the next one? Nah,
I think you have to though.
Should I? Should I go alcohol for the next one? I don't.
You gonna say water?
I don't really know. I was gonna go like grape juice. Grape juice is fire. You ever had grape juice?
Yeah, but yes, I've had grape juice. I take communion.
Grape juice is heat.
I take communion at the church.
All right. I don't really know what alcoholic drink goes with Thanksgiving though. Like I feel like a nice glass of like white wine, like a nice Moscato.
See, that's the thing. Like Thanksgiving is such like a heavy meal. It's hard for me to envision drinking wine. That's why if you say like after the meal, I'm gonna have a glass of wine. Or I'm watching football and I'm gonna have a beer. I'm gonna have a Mick Ultra.
Yeah, make a little bit.
My other choice was Corona, like Corona with lime. But
nah, so I'm gonna go with a nice glass of white wine, some nice Moscato. You feel me? You know the line. Be a little be sophisticated at my Thanksgiving dinner, and then we got two desserts. Did I pick? I picked first, so you pick first.
Okay, so
I pray you don't take it. I pray you don't take my pick.
Desserts is interesting because if we're sticking to the theme, then like pumpkin pie has to be the choice, right? With like some ice cream with it,
some vanilla ice cream for sure,
or apple pie with vanilla ice cream. What I would prefer, I will always prefer some type of brownie.
Oh no, I'm good. You chilling?
Or a cookie.
Okay,
but just sticking with the seasons. Apple pie. I just gotta go apple pie.
All right, cool. I'm cool off that. That was my second choice.
Does the vanilla ice cream count as another dessert, or is it just like
because it embodies as like a side? You got it cool on top. Cool. My first choice, and there is no other first choice. This is the only first choice to be.
I'm interested.
A sweet potato pie.
No, that's good.
Sweet potato pie. That is essential Thanksgiving eats right there.
Can I say something real quick?
I mean, yeah, that's the point of the podcast, brother.
Gosh, I will whoop your ass. Sweet potato pie is great, and me not putting pumpkin pie in here is kind of disrespectful. Pumpkin flavored desserts are like my favorite desserts.
Pumpkin beer. Pumpkin beer is fire.
Pumpkin muffins, pumpkin cakes, pumpkin logs. You ever heard of a pumpkin log?
Nah, but I saw them on like a TV show very recently.
It has like a little like swirl in it with the ice, and the pumpkin logs are amazing. I love pumpkin flavored things. So I wanted to clarify that before I jump into my next pick.
I know my next pick
because I'm not going to pick it. Just literally just a pan of some nice warm mushy brownies.
I feel like, and my last pick is red velvet cake.
I love red velvet, bro, but red velvet is literally just chocolate cake.
A nice red velvet cake. So, and then our one guest. You went first, or did I go first?
It doesn't matter. We're not going to have the same one. No way. So go ahead.
I don't even know mine. So go ahead. You go first.
I have my first choice, and then I have a second choice. My first choice, for my own personal reasons, I would want Najee Adams at my.
Hey, that's my guy.
But since I'm thinking on a bigger scale,
Nice. Of course.
And FanDuel isn't always the biggest scale. Thanksgiving, there's always some football on TV. Who better to talk football with than Tony Romo?
Tony Romo is a good one. For me, I'm kind of torn between Braun. I feel like Braun would be a great person to have at Thanksgiving dinner to just like ask questions and shit like that. But also, low key, the Black Jesus himself, Barack Obama.
See, here's my thing. This is why I didn't go that big of a scale, because I feel like it takes away from Thanksgiving. So
then it becomes a meet and greet. Then it becomes an event.
Right. Tony Romo, I think I could like sit down with my family and it'd be pretty normal still. And then we just talk about football like we always would. But I just have somebody next to me who's backing up my expert opinions.
Yeah, your expert opinions. Yeah. And so for me, I feel like I can do that with Braun because like when at like a family setting, like people aren't really feeding to LeBron. Like maybe the kids will, but like adults will be like, oh, nice, LeBron's here. You feel me? Whereas like with Barack, like my moms, my pops, my aunts, my uncle, they're gonna be like, oh my God, it's Barack Obama. Oh my God. So I'm gonna probably go with Braun, which is a very stock answer. But to have him at Thanksgiving to be like able to pick his brain and shit, but also like talk about because he be on that football shit too. So I would like to have a nice little dinner with Braun. That'd be pretty cool. And so yeah, that's our Thanksgiving. That's our Thanksgiving draft. Just to recap shit to show you how I killed this man. I have fried turkey as my turkey, honey baked ham, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, stuffing, carrots with glazed honey, collard greens, sweet potato pie, red velvet cake, apple cider, and a nice white wine to wash it all down. Okay. And we got Braun at the table. Like, if you're not coming to mine, you're not coming to the right one.
We donated the turkey because we're a giving family, a giving and Christian family.
Yes, of course.
Then I got some fried chicken of whatever descent, wherever you want it from, however you want it made. I've got hash brown casserole, which Naj doesn't even know what it is, so he can't even speak on it.
Nope.
He can't speak on it. Hash brown casserole. What about others? Biscuits. Naj ain't even got a biscuit for you to eat. Their family couldn't even afford bread. Like, come on, bro. That's where we're going for Thanksgiving. Anyways, biscuits. And what was my other side? Why can't I think of it?
I don't know. That's your thing. This kid's table is so trash.
Oh, chicken and dumplings.
You can't even think about
chicken and dumplings. Chicken and dumplings. All right. Which I love dumplings. I'm like such a big fan of dumplings. Anyways, that's like a New York thing. Y'all eat dumplings, right?
I've never had a dumpling.
No, maybe that's a down south thing then.
Maybe it is a New York thing. I just don't have it.
Yeah, well, you know. And then and then I had corn on the cob and green beans. I won the vegetables by a wide margin.
I don't think you did. You yourself said that carrots are better than green beans.
Yeah, but they're not better than corn.
Okay, but I win one, and then what's the other one? Mine's is
collard greens. I'm taking green beans over collard greens because I know you would too. Because you took collard greens because I would take green beans. I would take green beans over collard greens, but I wouldn't. You didn't win vegetables. I won vegetables easily.
Even if you won vegetables, I won everything else. So.
No, you did. I have fried chicken. The only trump you have is that you have macaroni, bro.
Bro, I have the better side. The sides is what makes a meal.
You don't even have biscuits.
Oh, bro, you don't have.
And when I say I have biscuits,
bro,
it's any biscuit you can think of.
Bro,
you want a Popeyes biscuit? I get you a Popeyes biscuit. But let me finish. You want a Popeyes biscuit? Here's a Popeyes biscuit. You want a Red Lobster biscuit? I got a Red Lobster biscuit. I got every biscuit the world has ever made because I got biscuits. Because I got biscuits. You got nothing. All you got is macaroni. That's the only positive of your whole meal. All right. And then for my desserts, the apple pie and the ice cream is a no lose. You can't lose there. You just can't lose.
Okay.
And then Who doesn't love brownies?
I don't like brownies. I don't, bro. Them shit's trash. I can hold you.
So now you're just lying for the internet.
Shit's garbage.
You lying for the internet.
Not good, bro. They're not. Even cosmic brownies, the little shits that come in a package, trash.
Those are not good. Those even weird aftertaste. I agree.
So that's our meal.
I'm not done. Sweet tea.
Go ahead. My fault.
Sweet tea is the most southern Thanksgiving drink on the planet. And then I have amaretto sour, which Naj also knows nothing about. What we've really learned here is that Naj is just not a seasoned individual.
What we've really learned is that Justice's Thanksgiving table be trash. That's what we have learned.
Let me clarify.
You not have great eats, bro.
Let me clarify. This would be my ideal Thanksgiving. My family's Thanksgiving, food is not good.
It's kids calling out his family.
The food is not good. The food is not good. It's all dry. There's no flavor. I'm white. We don't season well. There's salt and pepper on the table, and that's your seasoning. So I'm saying if I could formulate my own meal for my own people that I enjoy, that I would want to eat with, that would be it. Now, if we went to, bro, my wife's sister's fiance, my soon-to-be brother-in-law, I guess, his family, they're like somewhere from Asia. They do full seafood for Thanksgiving.
That's crazy. I never heard of that before.
That'd be sick. If I could visit that, I would have chose that. But I was trying to stick with the theme and pick Thanksgiving typical centered things.
I respect that. And you still lost.
And then if you're listening to the Run It Up podcast, this is the trump card of all. You get me and Najee in the same room at my Thanksgiving.
That's a fact. Oh, you used 2 guests, so that's cheating.
So kick Tony Romo out the door. Kick Tony Romo out the door. You're listening to the Run It Up podcast. No. You're listening to the Run It Up podcast, who features Najee, and predominantly as a guest, me.
Yes, that's great, bro. But that's not what you said.
So if you're coming to the Run It Up podcast, if you come into my Thanksgiving, you get a full episode of Run It Up for hours. For hours.
Let's just chatting.
Hours.
I have the better Thanksgiving meal. I want to post a clip of like our Thanksgiving meals on Twitter on Thanksgiving. So we're gonna have to do this again in like a shorter version, real quick. But I will do that after the pod. And so we've already been going for a grip. So to end it off, we did want to talk a little MCU. A little Spiderman No Way Home. The trailer came out. This is damn near the most anticipated movie of the last, I don't know, since Endgame. This is the most anticipated movie in the MCU. And so the trailer dropped. What did you think of it, bro? We just kind of do a quick little breakdown. You got any theories? Like, where's your head at when it comes to Spider-Man No Way Home?
The thing that ruins trailers now is people on TikTok. Because people,
I think Twitter.
Nah, TikTok, like people are like slowing down everything, showing you the differences in the masks and the people getting hit and the things that they took out CGI wise. Like people are pointing out that when they asked Dr. Octavius what his name is, that they're in 2 completely different scenes. So
if you listen to the way the voices are pieced together, a lot of Doctor Strange's like
they're talking dialogue. To another. They're talking to another Peter Parker.
You think?
Yes.
I didn't even catch that. A lot of Doctor Strange's dialogue though is chopped up. Like the sentences that
Octavius, Doc Ock, when he's in that little cage, his things like this.
No, I'm saying him, like Doctor Strange. Oh
yeah,
also.
Yeah. So like, there's so many chopped up conversations. I will say this: 1, I fully believe all 3 of them are in it.
I would, if they weren't, I'd be shocked.
Why would there be the original, like the people who are in their movies as the villains, but not the people who are the heroes of those movies?
I mean, obviously everyone's seen the trailer with like the lizard being punched and everything in the Brazilian trailer. So that alone shows you that they're in it. But like,
there's a theory that instead of that, there's a Miles Morales.
I don't know if there is, and I hope there is. That would be the greatest kept secret.
Well, I think they've got to find a way to make, whether it's like a short after the credit scene or something, they've got to find a way to introduce live action Miles Morales.
I don't know who they would cast for it. This thing. I think that casting process needs to be very seriously.
Who's that? No. The black kid from Stranger Things.
Caleb McLaughlin.
I think he would be a dope Miles Morales.
The thing is, Miles Morales is biracial. So like he needs to, or like maybe not bi. I can't.
It's like Mexican. He's like Mexican and
he
black,
he,
right?
he needs to be able to speak fluent Spanish, and so the actor
So
would need to be able to speak fluent Spanish.
right. So Michael B. Jordan. We got it. Okay.
Yo, Michael B. Jordan. I don't know who they would cast for it, but I think a very serious consideration needs to be taken into that, because if they fuck it up, it could have.
Well, my thing is they don't have to be able to speak fluent Spanish. They've got to be able to learn the script in fluent Spanish. They ain't got to even understand what they're saying.
True.
And most actors can figure out how to speak Spanish for a said scene. I think Caleb would actually be a good piece for a Miles Morales. The age, the look.
I like Caleb McLaughlin. I do. I like him.
So I think he would be a great. They should just hire me at this point. I think he would be a great Miles. But I do think there has to be some type of thing that's going to usher in. I know we've got 3 new movies that have already been confirmed for Tom Holland Spider-Man. There's already another 3 that have been set. But some way they've got to force Miles Morales afterwards. That's got to be the next version of Spider-Man.
I'm not sure that I don't know where we go from here, though, because I don't really know how long. Like, Tom Holland doesn't seem sold on playing Spider-Man for that much longer. And
he's already got the contract for the 3 movies, so we know he's doing 3 more.
And I know his contract situation is like in flux or whatever, but like he doesn't seem like he really wants to do it that much. But obviously, if they throw the bag at him, he's gonna do.
Who's the best Spider-Man, by the way?
That was literally what I was about to ask you. Is Tom Holland?
You think it's Tom?
It is. It's Tom Holland. But I mean, I feel like that's the non-popular opinion, because everyone likes Toby. I personally,
I'm not a Toby guy. I
don't like Toby. I love Andrew. Thank you, bro. But
I think Andrew is the truest to comic book Spider-Man. And comic book Spider-Man was not this nerd bum everybody hated.
But he was nerdy, right? But like there was a certain part of him that like you relate to. Like if you go back and watch Spider-Man, like the original Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, he like the writing in that, like the lines they have Toby say is like, I just recently watched Spider-Man 3. That movie is horrible. Like that's not good. That movie is trash.
The only thing Toby has is the best suit.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield's suit, they did him dirty. His suit in Amazing Spider-Man is trash. Spider-Man 2, though, with Toby is a great movie. One of my favorite comic book movies. Spider-Man 1 is cool, but that Spider-Man 2 is great. But Toby as an actor, or the way that he portrayed Peter, I just didn't connect with. Andrew Garfield, I liked him. I feel like the quips he had was great. Like just him as Spider-Man was good.
I liked his voice for Spider-Man. He's got a little swag about him too, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Not like this. I don't know. There was like a piece of a piece of Tom that like Andrew talked about it. He was like, he's vulnerable, like he's like a sweet kid. And Andrew, it just felt like he didn't have to gain confidence, like he had it, he was Spider-Man and that was it. And I think there's the comic book version of Spider-Man is more of a confident Spider-Man, and I appreciate that.
I feel like with Andrew Garfield, one of his most, I feel like when you look at the 3 of them, like I try to base on like who has the most impactful scenes, and like I'd have to go back and watch Spider-Man 1 and 2. Spider-Man 3 has 0 impactful scenes. That movie's trash. Spider-Man 2, I'm sure does. I can't really remember it. But with Andrew Garfield, I feel like his most impactful scene is obviously the Gwen Stacy scene. For Tom Holland, I don't really think he has that many in Far From Home, but in Homecoming, that movie is probably the second best Spider-Man movie, if not the best Spider-Man movie, because there's 2 scenes that stand out to me that just absolutely encapsulate why he's my favorite Spider-Man. The first one is when the first time he meets Tony Stark, and he's like, when you could do the things that I do and you don't, and then the bad things happen, they happen because of you, which is genius, because it's like a play on with great power comes great responsibility, but like you don't have to say it. We all know Uncle Ben says that shit. So for you, like for them to rephrase it in that way and also say it, and the way he delivered it is perfect, but also like it didn't like that's the way he felt about not being able to save Uncle Ben. And like just the writing with that and the way he delivered it is genius. The second one also in that movie is when he's like trapped under the rubble and he's like screaming, he's Spider-Man. He can definitely get out, but like he's also a kid, and like he's like his fear that's dope. In that scene, like completely shows out, and like it shows like he's Spider. No matter how many powers he had, no matter what he has, he's still a child. And like he's afraid for his life. Obviously, he can lift whatever's on him. It's dumb strong, but like regardless of that, it doesn't matter because he's afraid, and like that fear isn't taken away because he has powers. And
I will say that's the perspective of where they're at. Like we know that that Tom is a high school kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like he literally looks like a freshman.
But Andrew Garfield's also in high school.
I get it. But Andrew seems like a guy who is like an upperclassman. Like he's already got him like his wits about himself. And Toby just looks old in the movies. Like he don't even like him being in high school, and the people that were in high school with him, they should all have been recasted for a Vampire Diary movie. As 100-year-old people, like it's just not it. So, and I love Toby. He kicked it off, man. Like it just is what it is.
When we see him in the movie, I would be hyped.
Me too. Me too. He's my favorite. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. Him and Flash. We'll when the Flash stuff comes out, well, I'm sure we'll pot about it. For sure. I know I'll be disappointed because DC has no idea how to make a speedster look like a speedster.
My son Ezra Miller, he about to kill that.
I don't think he'll be bad, but I just don't think they're like the way that the speedsters look in Eternal is how they should look in DC, and that's not how they look.
The Eternal speedster, what was her name? Makari. That's the best depiction of a speedster in live action
ever.
I've ever seen.
And DC just is like, we're gonna make a blurry background and have him run like this on a little thing that spins. Like he just
when she was running to like find the starting point of the Celestial coming, that looked incredible. When she was fucking up Icarus, I was like, oh, this is genius.
Can I be honest with you
about the movie Eternals?
Yeah,
it was not great, but go ahead.
I truly loved that movie.
I didn't like it. I think the pacing was off. I think
there are things that are wrong with it, but I think that they had to set up who they were for the whole universe. There's going to be more Eternal movies.
I think that movie was way too long. I think it felt long.
Like, I didn't think so. That's what my sister thought. My sister's a huge superhero, but she's like, that movie just felt drawn out to me.
It felt long.
And I get it, but there's so much they had to introduce to you.
There is, but also I feel like when you look at who audiences were drawn to, it wasn't the main characters, which says something. Like when you look at who like audiences rocked with in that movie, not a lot of people like Cersei, and I fuck with Gemma Chan, but like not a lot of people like Cersei. Not a lot of people liked Icarus, and I fuck with Richard Madden
Cersei a lot, bro. I like Cersei a lot.
What's her name? Sprite was trash.
I hate Sprite.
Sprite was trash. I fucked with Kingo. I fucked with who's the
hold on, when he broke his table and he said fall collection
from IKEA. I loved I can't think of his name, but the black guy. I loved him. Loved him. Fastos, that's his name. I fucked with Fastos.
It's crazy you know all their names already.
I do. You feel me? I'm a MCU head, bro. I'm telling you.
No, me too. But like, I'd never even like looked into the Eternals until this movie. Like, I've always just been like base. Mm-hmm. This is who you are. So, and honestly, from a comic book standpoint, I was probably way more DC. So,
I fuck with Fastos. I fuck with Kingo. I didn't really connect with Angelina Jolie's character, Thena. I think her name is. I didn't really connect with her. I really liked Gilgamesh, but they killed him off. I also think that the deviants were not really like, what was the point? Like what was their point? They were literally there to show, like, especially Angelina Jolie fighting the main deviant at the end was useless. Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
That was useless. Like
it had nothing to do with anything.
Nothing to do with the story at all. They just literally kept them in there for shits and gigs. You
know who Jon Snow's gonna be, right?
Black Knight, Kit Harington. He's nice. And you know who the voice at the end was? Mahershala Ali. That was Blade. That's just gonna be fire. But yeah, no, I'm excited for what they've set up. But the movie itself, I didn't really rock with. I didn't. I probably I think 6.5.
I think the setup, it's an 8 for me, but I think the setup it's perfect. I think it's exactly what you had to do. So I get it. It's not the boom, boom, pow. It's not it's hard to compare to other movies because like all the Avenger movies are so epic. Like everything in it is just like every fight scene feels like the saving of the world. And like every fight scene feels like they're overcoming the odds. And Eternals wasn't like that. One, they were OP for a long time. Like
Icarus was OP. I was like, what? This kid
is just like wiping people. Like it was nothing, bro. So I get it, but like, so it didn't feel like they had a whole lot to overcome. And like, there's like a human side to the Avengers because you have Captain America, who is a super soldier, but not
Hawkeye, who's just a regular guy,
a regular dude, bro. Like it's just like they have a bunch of regular dudes who are good at stuff. Like Iron Man is a regular dude with a suit. Well, like it just is what it is. And for anybody who wonders why there will never be a X-Men and Avengers thing, because Magneto is just wiping everybody like that.
When they eventually do introduce X-Men, I'm hyped. But the Eternals was mid for me. I really do think it was mid. I think a lot of Phase 4 for the MCU so far in terms of movies has been mid. Like Black Widow, wasn't the biggest fan. I think Shang-Chi was pretty good. Like I think that's the best.
Shang-Chi was gas.
I think that's the best movie that they've put out in Phase 4. Shang-Chi was good. Eternals, not great. And then their Disney Plus series have obviously been. WandaVision is probably one of my favorite MCU projects that they've released a movie or a Disney Plus series. I love that series. But just kind of like circling back to Spider-Man, I've heard that like someone dies in the movie. And if you had to put your finger on it, who do you think dies in Spider-Man No Way Home?
Ned.
I think Aunt May. I think either Aunt May or Happy dies. And I know they try and set up like the Zendaya death, but like let's keep it stacked. Like that's Zendaya. Like they're not gonna kill off Zendaya. Simple as that.
And Andrew's gonna save her.
And I would bet that's another thing. Like just out of 3 Spider-Man, I would bet my life that's not like Tom Holland doesn't save her. Andrew Garfield saves her and then says something about like, oh, I couldn't save Gwen, so I'm not gonna let you die or something like that.
Did you see the theory that Doc Ock is fighting with them?
I think he's on their side though. I think he is. I think he's on their side because even in his movie with Toby, like he eventually switches. Like he's not a bad guy. Like Sandman isn't a bad guy. Electro isn't a bad guy. Like they've all just had shit circumstances. Whereas like the only bad guy,
Electro looks so much better in that.
Looks so much better. I don't know why they did the blue shit with him, but Jamie Foxx. Shout out to Jamie Foxx because I know he wanted to play the character a different way than they hadn't played in Amazing Spider-Man, but thank God he gets to do it. But like him, he's also not that bad a guy. Like he's trying like
Jamie had his taper for this one.
I know he got a little cut. He got
lined up. He had the Jalen Rose going on. He was saying.
And then like I think the big bad in this movie is obviously Green Goblin. I think he's the big bad when it comes to like this whole Sinister Six thing, and Lizard as well. But like Lizard is just not a primary character. But yeah, I think my official theory is that Aunt May dies.
Okay.
And Peter makes a deal with somebody or just can't stand the thought of losing his Aunt May and then goes to another universe, aka like the Sony universe or whatever, and that's why it's called No Way Home, because like he can't get back to his universe. Also, I'm not sold on the fact that Marvel and Sony can want to continue making movies together. And so this way it gives them a right, like it writes him out of the MCU and into like the Sony Venomverse type of thing with Morbius and all of them, so that Sony can continue to use him and that Marvel can't. And if they do end up signing another deal together, they can bring him back to the MCU. But I think at the end of the movie, Aunt May dies and he gets either trapped or willingly goes into another universe.
I cannot see him and Venom in the same movie just because he's so innocent. Like it's just going to be weird to me. But
did you see Venom? You saw the end credit scene?
No.
So in the end,
there's nowhere to watch.
Spoiler.
There's nowhere to watch Venom. There's no streamings.
Oh, I saw it in the theaters. Yeah, I don't think it's out on streaming services.
So I didn't even go watch Venom.
So yeah, you got to watch Venom. You got to stay for the after credit scene.
And I want to see Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage is fire. You haven't seen Venom or Venom 2?
No, I haven't got to see any of the Venom movies. I can't tell you what I was doing in my life, but I didn't get to either of them.
I want to see them. Just recently saw both. For Venom 2, stay for the after credit scene because it has something to do with the MCU.
Now, I have one question I want to pose to you that's within superheroes, but a little different, a little off topic. It's actually been a fairly quick podcast for us in terms of how we usually get going. I had this debate last night, actually. I told my dad that Flash solos the Avengers.
Flash solos the Avengers, and what like roster of Avengers are you using?
Just the base Avengers. So you get
like your top, like the original 6.
Yeah,
he solos everyone but Thor.
I disagree. I think he solos Thor, and I'll be honest with you.
No shot.
Why? How?
Thor's a god. Like he's not.
No, listen, bro. I get this. I understand this Thor's a god stuff. Flash as a god.
But like not in different ways though. Like what is he doing to what is he doing to Thor? Like what attack?
So this is what people don't get about. First of all, if you look up the power of Flash, like from the comics or whatever, when he runs as fast as he can run and he punches, that's an asteroid hitting the Earth.
I mean,
but a billion, hold on, let me finish. At the strength of a billion times. So
Mhm.
literally, if he lands that on a person, they should, by logic, disintegrate, not be hurt.
Cool.
Their bodies should explode. Let me finish. Flash, his particles in his body move so fast he can phase through anything. So you swing your little hammer at him, phase through. That didn't hurt. Didn't hit me. If you hit me one time, guess what I'm gonna do? Let me go back in time real quick and change the way I hit you. He created a whole alternate timeline, a whole alternate speed force, and Flash gets the power of every speedster. But there are people who have shown up who have been faster than Flash, but after their fights, he has absorbed their speed and has become faster than them. There has never been somebody to defeat Flash. And let me tell you something, and I truly mean this. Superman is meant to be the OP of the OP. And we know he would solo the Avengers, without a doubt.
Yeah, 100%. Superman solos every superhero team.
But I think there's only one person who could give Superman a fight by himself, and that's Flash.
He couldn't at all fight Superman. No,
I disagree.
Not a chance. Not a chance he can touch Superman. But with the whole Flash thing, so Thor tanked a star, like the force of a star. He took that on, and then got right back up. And
how does he ever catch him? How does he ever hit him?
I mean, if we're taking the Flash and like his top, like if the Flash you're talking about, he would never be touched in the comics then. Because like why would he ever, if he could phase through everything, why would he ever be hit?
That's the problem with comics and movies, and they're not giving you the most OP version of this person. But if you took the most OP version of Flash that's mastered all of his abilities, I don't think there's anybody touching him.
OP version of Thor, who is the god of thunder.
Dog, Black Knight traditionally washes Thor.
Because his sword cuts off the heads of Celestials and shit.
He traditionally washes Thor.
If we're talking about the main Avengers,
they both just swinging a weapon, and that's what Thor's supposed to be good at.
If we're talking about the main Avengers, bro, like Thor's not just swinging Mjolnir or Stormbreaker, like he's controlling elements, bro. Like
Flash controls time.
But he doesn't just always do that. Like we're acting like he could just go back in time and just keep doing it and do it. Like eventually that takes a toll on his body, bro. Or else he would just do it all the time.
But how many times does he have to do it to win? Not a lot.
I don't think he can just do it more than once.
Why do we act like he also controls? He also has these lightning. He also makes tornadoes.
A tornado's not touching Thor. A lightning's not touching Thor.
I understand, but you act like that's Thor's he controls the elements. What's he, Aquaman?
No, he doesn't.
Was he making ocean waves?
He doesn't control all the elements. But
let me tell you something. Throw an ocean wave of Flash to see what he does besides run right over it.
Okay, Thor's not being touched by an ocean wave either. He's swinging his head.
I get, but you're not understanding what I'm saying. Thor can never catch Flash. He can never see him. He will never see him.
I don't think Flash can put as much damage on Thor as you're trying to.
But he's faster than the speed of light.
And if we're saying the 5, like he tanks the 5 of them or the 6
he's easily tanking the 5.
I don't know if he's tanking all 6 of them fighting together. There's probably no shot.
Okay. He's putting the first 5 down in real lifetime, 2 minutes.
Wait, does Iron Man know that like they're about to fight with Flash? Or is it
what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Bro, Tony Stark is one of the smartest people in the comic book history.
That's just I hate that argument for him and Batman.
Batman's tanking everybody. Batman's tanking. Give Batman prep time. He's not losing anyone.
How do you adjust the speed?
Bro, what? So what happens if what was it that Batman said? There's something you can do. If you can like paralyze Flash or something like that. Have you ever heard the YouTube video where he like goes through how he can like
yes, I understand.
Disable
you're not hearing what I'm saying.
You give Batman prep time, he's not losing, bro.
If Flash knows he's fighting Batman,
and Batman knows give Batman prep time, he's not losing, bro. Give Tony Stark prep time. He's not.
I hate
losing,
that
bro.
theory.
Like
I hate that theory.
That's
the dumbest theory
genius,
of all
bro.
superhero theories.
It's not, bro. Batman's not losing with prep time.
That's just basically saying I'm smart, so I'm better. So I'm gonna win.
Bro, Batman is, but that's the reason he is a superhero. Not because he has powers, bro. He's smart. He's rich. He can fight. That's all you need.
Comically, Flash is a scientist.
Yeah, he's smart too, just not as smart as Batman or Tony Stark. Or fucking Reed Richards. A lot of niggas is smoking the
number are smoking the Flash.
Bro, a lot of people
smoking being the Flash. Smart. No, first of all, he's taking out Iron Man.
A lot of people smoking the Flash, bro.
He's taking out Iron Man in a matter of seconds.
A lot of people smoking the Flash.
You're crazy. You're wild.
Get the Flash versus Wanda. I mean, he's not doing shit. The Flash versus Vision. Now
he's
not doing shit.
No, he's watching Vision. But
bro, Vision can also phase. What are we talking about?
But he's not.
What happens? So how is the Flash touching him if Vision's phasing? If that's what we talking about.
Vision ever see him come? He is faster than light.
Bro, he has an Infinity Stone.
One second.
In his dome.
One second. All right, watch this. You ready, bro?
Mm-hmm.
That's how fast Flash is hitting. So
this kid's turning off a light.
Enlighten me.
Oh, this kid
enlighten me.
Turning off a light.
Enlighten me.
This kid is turning off lights. No way. No, he's smoking. Wanda's smoking him. Doctor Strange smoking him.
Wanda has a chance, but she's going to be able to really mix up his reality.
It's not a fight, bro. Wanda's smoking him.
I don't think. See, now
Doctor Strange is smoking him because he also controls time.
Okay, I just don't understand why all these people you think are just so OP.
Bro, Doctor Strange is killing. He's destroying.
So we talk about the base six. You start pulling in everybody from everywhere.
The base six, he get 5 of them off for sure. But not Thor. The only reason he getting Hulk off is because he can phase through. And low
Hawkeye?
I said Hulk. My fault.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it did sound like Hawkeye, but he's doing Hawkeye and Black Widow in a matter of 5 seconds. Obviously, they're not doing shit to him, but
and Iron Man and Captain America. He's Captain America's going right down with the other. Y'all can say all you want about Captain America. He's getting wiped.
Yo, I'm crying, bro.
He's getting wiped. And then if we want to, because DC and Marvel used to do one joint comic book a year. I just wish the writers would just have admitted that Superman can literally just show up and that the him versus the Hulk is not a fight. He's washing everybody.
No, he's washing everybody. As long as no one got kryptonite, he's washing everybody.
Everybody immediately. It's not going to take no time.
Yeah, as long as no one has kryptonite, he's wilding everybody out. That's a fact.
And if it was a Justice League Avenger fight and you took Superman out of it, I'm still taking Justice League.
I would probably also take the Justice League. They have more OP characters. They have more OP characters.
Wonder Woman is washing Captain America.
They have more OP characters. Who is the Wonder Woman equivalent in
Captain America?
Nah.
Yeah. Who else would it be? Thor? Because Thor's equivalent.
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Washed.
Captain Marvel is a fight. Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel, that's a good
That's a fight. But I'm taking Wonder Woman.
I'll probably take Carol. I'll probably gonna take Captain Marvel.
Well, that's just the worst casting I've ever seen anyway, so I can't even side with her for nothing.
My door, I don't know if someone opened my door. My door just got open, but it's whatever. But yeah, so I love the little superhero talk. We gotta talk about this. Has to become a regular segment on the pod, 100%. This has to
absolutely.
And so just to kind of end off the whole pod, Spider-Man, No Way Home. Love the trailer. Excited for it. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to stow this out here and get up out of here. If Doctor Strange turns out to be the big bad of the entire movie, I wouldn't be shocked.
Nah, me either.
I wouldn't be shocked if he turned if maybe that's Doctor Strange Supreme from What If, maybe Wanda's controlling. I wouldn't be surprised if some way, somehow Doctor Strange was the villain of it all.
Wanda's so OP, bro.
Wanda's very OP. She's probably the most OP person we have right now. Her and Captain Marvel, most OP people we got. And yeah, that's gonna go ahead and end this episode of the Run It Up podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is one of my faves. This is a good time. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Make sure you subscribe to the Run It Up podcast on Apple Podcasts. Follow the pod on Twitter at Run It Up Pod. You can find me on Twitter at Najee Adams _ Justice is at Justice Reed 2. Justice _ Reed 2.
No, you got it.
Justice Reed 2. Download on Spotify, leave that rating and review on Apple Podcast. I hope everyone has a litty day, a litty night, a litty life. And just like we do on every episode of this podcast, make sure y'all go run it up.
Run it up.